Well, look at this morose motherfucker right here.
Jay and Silent Bob, it's been a while.
Dude, I can't believe you are still alive, bro. Just want to be taken serious for once.
Jay and Silly Bill are over. Drop some method on it.
Method?
I would feel guilty starting with that, but that's what your new movie's about, bro.
Well, I don't say that, but people say it.
About you.
About me, because I am
Right.
morose.
But that's the entire concept, man, is that, you play yourself, and you can't quite escape that Jay character.
Well, we kind of saw you more for Tommy, Hank's stoner buddy.
Tommy?
So how much of that is like a testament to your real life? Is that really something you've been trying to move past?
Not as harsh as the movie plays. I feel, the movie is sort of like I keep explaining it as like a Earth 19 multiverse version of all the people in the movie playing like themselves, but playing different versions of themselves. So I have over the years, people have given me the opportunity to play other stuff. So it's not as bad as in the movie where I'm like agitated and aggravated and, go on a spree or anything. But again, it just is a small hint of how things, especially way back, like after Mallrats and Chasing Amy and Dogma. It's like really, it wasn't until after Jay and Bob that people started saying like, oh, I feel like you can do other things. And I also did a couple indies by then.
Madness and the Method is your big live action directorial debut. Why now? What made you like this is my time? I'm gonna do it.
I mean, believe me, I don't want to say too many years I've been wanting to direct, but definitely since like around Clerks 2 is when I started really feeling like, hey, this is something I feel like I would like to do. But then later he let me direct an insert that we needed of a urinal. For Clerks 2. But anyway, and it was such a small thing. It was an insert. It didn't really mean a lot. But again, it's just like sort of there's where I was like, wow, this is awesome. This is something I'd like to do. And I had been talking about it a little bit. And the reason it came about now is because I did a movie in London called Devil's Tower. I was in like 4 scenes or what have you. But the producer, Dominic Burns, I hung out with him a bunch and we really hit it off. And he was like, hey, what's some other stuff you want to do? And I said, I really want to try to direct. He was like, look, I hope you don't mind. He's like, I've really been like sitting with what you said, and I really want to write a script for you because he's a writer as well. And I was like, yeah, sure. And like 4 months later, he literally emailed me saying, hey, here's a rough draft of a script idea I have. I hope you don't mind. And I read it and I liked it, but I was like, hey, how about we change it to Jason Mewes and everyone plays himself? He called me up one day and was like, hey, man, I've been shopping the script to a couple people and there's a financer who really likes it. He said he'll give us some money, and he said that it's cool if you direct. Like first he was like hesitant because you never directed anything, and it's risking his money. But I talked to him, and he really feels like you can get the job done. So that's really why now and not sooner is because we just happen to get some people who were confident in me to make the move, get through the movie, directing it, and giving us the money for it. So
You got a lot of familiar faces.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You managed to get the Trejos of the world, the Kevin Smiths, obviously. Anyone in particular that you reached out to that you couldn't get on board?
No, I mean, honestly, I really feel lucky. We've really, everyone we had thought about, it was really awesome about being willing to come down and have some fun and play and not get paid the big bucks that they normally get paid.
Well,
so.
Speaking of those familiar faces, the Jay and Bob Reboot trailer just came out.
Oh, yes.
Fans were just like pretty stoked and pretty shocked to see Damon and Affleck pop up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? What was it like working with those cats again?
Amazing, especially Ben. It's like, to be honest, Matt, I didn't get to shoot my scene when he shot his scene. Like, I wasn't there. I was out of town, and they shot it separately, so I'm bummed I missed out on getting to spend some time with him. But Ben I did spend time with, and it was great to see him. I hadn't seen him at that point for like 4 years. And it was really awesome because not only did I get to play and hang with him. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't remember if it's in the trailer or not. But there's some other people involved in that scene.
Do it.
that no, I don't want to get in trouble. I think it shows my little one. No, yeah, I think so because people said she's cute. I believe. So anyway, my kid's in the movie.
dope,
Yes.
okay, right.
So in that scene is Ben, my kid, and myself and Kevin. So it just was amazing to not only get to see Ben and all that. I got to work with my kid. And I mean, again, people came back, Shannon Elizabeth and Rosario. Everyone was super awesome. Again, it was like good to see them. Some new faces popped in that I hadn't seen.
Kevin Smith actually just credited our Real Blend podcast co-host, Kevin McCarthy, for reconnecting him and Affleck.
Well, there
He
you
just
have it.
talked about that on Instagram.
Well, there you have it. See, he don't mess around.
It all comes full circle,
does,
bro.
it
And now
does.
you're here with CinemaBlend. You know what
And
I mean?
that's why, because Kevin shouted out him and he shouted out me and had me come here, and now I'm here and I'm talking about you guys and you guys are talking to me. No, I'm kidding.
That's why we do this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The big, obviously big part of the trailer is Stan Lee popping up.
That smoochy boochie guy? Boy, I heard he's a knucklehead.
You may be directing the final film that Stan Lee is in terms of its release date.
I
That's
think
wild.
It's true, and it is very wild, and especially like when you get to see the movie, he like says some things, and it's really amazing. Again, I'm sorry, I really get choked up thinking and talking about him. The other day on the boat, yesterday on the boat, they were doing they show on the IMDb boat on the screen like flashes of last year's guests and Kevin interviewing so and so, and they showed 2017 Kevin interviewing Stan Lee, and I was in the boat and I literally started like getting watery eyes and stuff because it just was like, oh my god, like he just is so he blows me away as a human being.
Just who he is in pop culture, and then also what he's done for you guys personally is like just.
Yes, he's amazing. And we met him way back at Mallrats, which is so
Yeah.
again we've known him for years and years, and we've seen him at cons after cons. San Diego, I've been coming here since '97, and literally, almost every year we'd see him here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's dope, man. Mallrats is my favorite view askew. I gotta say.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
my
I had
favorite
to-
of the bunch.
For real, I had to throw that.
It
in there.
is.
It's just-
Well, it's my favorite. One of the reasons is because it's the first studio movie we made, and it was such a surreal experience. I was like 20 years old, and like I'm in Minnesota, and we're staying in this hotel for 2 months and shooting a movie, and we meet Stan Lee. I had a lot of fun on it. It was really surreal experience.
Thank you for joining us, bro.
Thank you.
Be good.
That better not be trouble in paradise.
Oh, why did you do that?